Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220 KHTS. Host Fred Arnold on the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight. I'm joined by Dave Cantrell. Dave Cantrell, mortgage professional with American Family Funding. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much. My pleasure to be here.
I want to talk about loan programs. I want to talk about the multitude of programs that are available out there, Dave. Most common one, conventional Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac home loan.
Right. Your conventional, more times than not, is going to be your 30-year fixed rate mortgage. This is the one that pretty much everything else is based on. It's a program where you're going to be paying the same amount from day one through the 30 years. Nothing's going to change. Interest rate's going to stay the same. All of your in-pounds will probably stay the same as well. So it's very conservative, straightforward. You know exactly what you got for the 30 years.
And normally those are sold by Fannie or Freddie, and you can put as little as 5% down, can't you?
Correct. Yeah, those programs are around where you can only put 5% down, which is great. Again, for first-time home buyers, that's usually a good avenue to go down.
Yeah. Also, I know the firm, American Pacific, is a direct lender with Fannie and Freddie. That gives us a lot of advantages, doesn't it?
Absolutely, because being able to have that ability that we know that we're going to be backed by Fannie and Freddie and we're going to be able to use them is something that helps us out tremendously. It gives us a lot of leverage and a lot of different ways we can go about helping people out.
VA, veteran loans, those are my favorite.
Yeah, VA loan, I mean, we do what we can to give back, and VA loans are great because there's no down payment. So that's a really, really big advantage to that. Also, they can be as high as 4% seller contributions. That means that somebody selling that house can give back up to 4% to help them qualify for the loan.
Yeah, for closing costs. One great thing about VA loans is we've seen VA loans up over $1 million in San Diego County, depending on the down payment. Boy, you can really qualify for quite a bit.
Absolutely, and it's surprising. We've read a lot of statistics that a lot of VA veterans don't even know about these benefits, and a lot of them aren't using them. So we're really trying to push and really trying to get out there the advantages to this and make sure that veterans know that they have these avenues that they can use.
FHA.
FHA is also a great program. For those, you can have as little as 3.5% down. There are a lot of boxes sometimes you need to check, but it's going to be a loan that a lot of people really enjoy because they're easy to get into.
Yeah, a little more lenient on the underwriting. You can have an all gift on that.
Correct.
Program.
Yeah, absolutely. You can have all gift funds, which is very helpful.
We also find a lot of times on that particular product is allows for a cosigner, a generous cosigner.
Yeah, and that really does help. Again, a lot of times with first-time buyers, but also sometimes maybe somebody's had a little bit of a credit issue or something like that. So the cosigner comes in, helps out, and really makes it a lot easier for people.
HARP. They have the hemp loan. I always joke about that. The hemp loan and the HARP loan. The HARP loan allows refinance when you're upside down, right?
Right, correct. Yeah, and a lot of people, they think they're upside down and they really have nothing else they can do, and there's no avenues out there. But there are avenues that that we can help, and we can definitely help them get back in a better situation. It is completely different from the hemp loan, though. Completely different.
Without a doubt. Okay, I'll leave those jokes out of it.
Okay.
But on the HARP loan, you do have to have a loan that's owned by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac in order to do that. And we can show you at American Family Funding. And
yeah, it's pretty easy to find out who owns that loan. It takes like a couple of minutes on a search.
USDA.
USDA.
That sounds like some type of government agency, huh?
Well,
it kind of is, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, and it's kind of more for those rural areas where there's not a lot of comps out there. There's not a lot. It's going to be a different situation. It's going to be wide open spaces and a lot of times acreage and things like that. So the USDA loan has some guidelines that really help us put people into homes when there's a little bit of a different situation.
Sure, and some of the outskirts of LA County in Southern California do have that. I know Castaic is one of them, but certainly call your mortgage professional. Find out whether you can jump on that product. HomePath. HomePath is an interesting program, and those are for loans that were foreclosed upon by Fannie Mae that no appraisal requirement.
Yeah, there's no appraisal requirement, which is great because the appraisal is really something that we're going to want to take a look at. And so when you have the no appraisal, it really does help. There's also no mortgage insurance, and that's another big help for that monthly payment that you get to not have to deal with. So that's really a nice part of it as well.
Yeah, on that particular program, go to www.homepath.com homepath.com to find eligible properties
Correct.
that would qualify for that. Want to ask you about one last thing, and that's a Keys on Time program.
Keys on Time program is a program that we have at American Family Funding where we promise that we're going to close that loan on the date that that loan needs to be closed, at the close of escrow and the close of, make sure that that's signed, sealed, and delivered, and that loan is going to be there right when they need it to be there. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of moving parts going on, and it's very difficult at times to get those things done, but that's why we have our Keys on Time program. We guarantee it's going to get done.
Yeah. Or they pay some of your closing costs.
Correct. Correct.
Dave, those who want to reach out to you, find out more information?
You can reach me on my email is david@affloans.com. My telephone number is 661-505-4368.
Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Again, I always enjoy being here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Cantrell, American Family Funding. I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight. This is your host, Fred Arnold, on AM 1220 KHTS.